What's going on, everyone? I'm jmarshhh and I'm back with another video, and today we are continuing Simulacra 3. So let's jump into it. I'm not going to say anything about that. What do we have here? Okay. It's exactly where that man was standing. Do you see that on the door? This fits Paul's theory. We don't know that this appeared in the same night in the video. It looks familiar. That fits Paul's theory. Well, I'll be damned. Paul could be right for once. Could Paul be right for once? Rook, this is great news. The story is shaping up. Mysterious symbols appearing in town? People vanishing? It writes itself. Wait, that man really vanished into thin air? We're gonna need a new headline. Paul was more worried about the town. And the way we can help the town is by sharing the story. There are stories you can't silence. This is gearing up to be one of them. I want to get on top of this now. There's a couple of threads to follow. Well, that guy in the video was his colleague. He mentioned to get more reports from Persephone. Yeah, maybe from his network. I'm not sure if that's a person, an organization, or a place. He gets carried away with his code names. Well, that guy in the video was his colleague. Right. Maybe I can find something from where he works. The Mirai something. Since you have his phone, why not you figure out who or what Persephone is, and I'll pay Paul's office a visit. I'm on it. Keep me posted, Rook. I will do the same if I run into any hiccups. Okay. Paul, where have you been, buddy? You dumped a bunch of stuff on me and broke our contact protocol. Then you went MIA. What's going on? Did you find another florist to befriend? Paul's missing. Missing? Why do you have his phone? What do you want with me? Answer, I'll make sure you'll never buy flowers in this town again. I'm with Ruby Myers. I guess I'm with Ruby Myers. Ruby Myers from the papers? This is worse than I imagined. I thought I escaped her. Nothing good can come out of Ruby reaching out to me. So you know her. What do you mean by that? She works with Paul. Whoa, what do you mean by that? If you're with Ruby, you should be very careful. Her methods are extreme, like a cockroach. Instinctive, quick, undying. I almost admire her for it. She scares me. What was your experience with her? Similar to yours, since you're the one who sought me out. Once she gets her first blood, her angle, nothing stands in the way of getting the story she wants. Like I said, a cockroach, a scary cockroach that speaks and writes. I never knew what to make of it, though Paul assures me that her heart is in the right place. But you didn't come to me about Ruby. You want to know about Paul. Paul mentioned you in his notes. I'd hope not. I take my privacy very seriously. Persephone is just a code name with Paul. Most people know me as a modest florist and flower shop owner, but if you're looking for stuff or things, I am Damien, purveyor of the unobtainable for my clients. What kind of stuff? Anything and everything. Flowers, documents, surveillance, so long as you have a good cause that I align with. I'm what you call a fixer. For legal reasons, I prefer purveyor of the unattainable. People come to me when there's too much red tape, so I fix things and I help them. That makes me sound much more like a handyman. Are you any good at finding people? Nope. I wouldn't invade them like that. I will, however, look into them for you. Yes, there's a difference. No, I won't explain. I used to be better at it, but people are getting surprisingly better at covering their tracks these days. I know where this is going. You want to know more about the disappearances, don't you? It was a strong concern of Paul's too. Did you know that he was following someone? What did he ask from you this time? You know the disappearances. You know something about the disappearances. What did he? Did you know he was following someone? Yes, and I might have helped him with that. Paul was looking into a colleague of his, Jeff Howard. He was a pretty normal guy until he disappeared for a few days and came back acting strange and distant. Apparently, he never left work. Paul suspected he might be up to no good. What did he ask of you this time? Paul wanted a whole background check. Police records, digital footprint, you know, the standard stuff. He asked for surveillance, what this guy did on the day-to-day. For the most part, it was uneventful. Except he had periods where he'd blank out in the middle of doing something and zone out for a few hours, just staring. Creepy. You know something about the disappearances? Well, there's a strong fear permeating throughout Stonecreek, all revolving the missing persons cases. Some think that Beldam is back. Others say it's a publicity stunt. At least I'm not the only one on my toes. What are they scared of exactly? That something with power exists in town, stealing people away or silencing them into hiding. Mainly, they're afraid it isn't on their side. Neither wants Stonecreek to fall into the hands of the other. Maybe I shouldn't speak on this. Someone could be listening. Paul thought that if he could get a closer look at Jeff's life, he'd find a connection to the other disappearances in town. Nothing turned up until we saw something weird. Weirder than this? That's him, Paul's weird coworker. How did he get weirder? Paul noticed that Jeff stayed late for work every night. The guy never went home, except when Paul stayed back to try and catch him, then he disappeared. We wanted to see what was up. We wanted to see what he was up to at night in the office. I got access to the cameras, and well, this happened. Graveyard shift. Oh. He got the symbol showing up on his computer. I'm closing the laptop. Huh. Maybe he's just a dedicated worker. What was that near the end of the... shadows? In the shadows, hands? I don't want to be cursed. You want to know something creepier? That mark on his screen. We shouldn't look at it. I probably should have warned you beforehand. When Paul wanted my help with the disappearances, he asked me to look into each location, see if there's a link at all. I don't know how, but that symbol was everywhere, sprouting wherever the missing folks were last seen. Can you track down its origins? I'd rather not, especially without Paul. Looking at it gives me the sweats. It's like an eye looking back at me. Something about it looks familiar, but I can't place it. Listen, I think we've spoken enough for now. It's best we part ways. If you find something else, I'd prefer you left me out of it. Okay. Alrighty, I got a lot of information here. So we got Jeff, his coworker. Okay. Hey Jeff, heard you've been working a lot lately. Just want to check on you. Everything okay over there? I'm not saying I can help you, but I think If you're in this, can you just respond? Okay, so he is like, he's like gone, missing. Alrighty, so what do we got here? So I don't think there's any new photos from back there. Creepy abandoned house. Photos from the inside. These are nice photos. Ah, the eye. We can all be friends, Paul. I'll be back to show you. Jeff note. Ah, okay. Alright, so... He's just obsessing. Why is he drawing the eye? Oh, he's going missing. That's not good. Was that the note from Jeff? And then he starts drawing it? Huh.
The Case of the Strange Symbols Audio Log 1. The Case of the Strange Symbols Audio Log 1.
I thought I could go.
My investigation continues. The last disappearance was a couple of weeks ago. Same thing, no new leads. The sheriff's department has been tight-lipped. It's been quiet since then, but this is far from over. I have a hunch on who might be next. One of my co-workers from Mirror Tech, Jeff Howard. He's a reserved guy, quiet, minds his own business. Lately, he's been more withdrawn and spacey than usual. I didn't think much of it until I caught a glimpse of the symbol on his computer. He was happy when I mentioned it. I made a new friend. Said he was staying back at Mirror to see them. I knew he was working late nights, but the way he said it, something was off. That's when I wrote Persephone in. The footage we got is deeply concerning. Jeff's in danger, I know it. Maybe if I stick close to him, I can get more information. If anything tries to take him in the process, I'll stop it. Yeah,
he just got yoinked, bro. He disappeared.
I'll try to talk to Thomas too.
Okay, I need to find out who Thomas is next.
Jeff needs to go home. These nights aren't good for him. The Case of the Strange Symbols Audio Log 2. Jeff rarely leaves Mirror Tech. He's only ever home 3 hours out of the whole day, then it's back to work. Well, today he was forced to take the day off. HR freaked when they learned how much time he was spending at the office. I couldn't leave him alone, so I followed him. The morning was uneventful. Wish I could say the same for when we got to the park. I'm at a safe distance, observing in my car. Jeff is handing out pieces of paper to people with a huge smile on his face.
He's giving them
I've never seen him
symbol.
so happy before. Whatever he's showing them, it's scaring people. I need to find out what it is. Should catch up with one of them, see what they'll tell me.
What do I got in my mail here? From Daphne. This is just like some work meeting email. What is this? The grind. Oh, my recipe from the grind. Okay. So this is what I get. This is my coffee that I get. A matcha latte. Cold brew. Large. Okay. So let me come here. I'm just such like a notification person, like even on my own phone. Please, I don't want any notifications. I would appreciate that. Okay, so let me go here. Let me do this, and then let me maybe morning fix, and we'll do coffee. Beautiful. And what else do we have? I think that's all I can do, actually. All right, so
Strange symbols, audio log 3. He knew I was here the whole time. Jeff left a note on my windshield while I was gone. It's the symbol. He's spreading it, and his letter... We can all be friends. I'll be back to show you, Paul. I've looked everywhere for him and nothing. Jeff is gone. Strange symbols, audio log 4. It's official. Jeff is missing. No one's heard from him since the day at the park. I'm so sorry, Jeff. It's my mistake, thinking I knew better. Talking to you would have been the better option. Maybe you'd still be here. I can't do this alone. I need to reach out to someone. Someone I can trust.
whoops. Let me go to the grind, baby. Okay, so I guess I should come here. His name was Jeff Howard. A normal person would have died from staying awake that long. There's so many things wrong with this video. The symbol is on the computer. Sharp eyes, Rook. Just popped up on his screen and kept coming back. Did someone set it to him? Did he look for it himself? He's completely entranced by the symbol. What if he sees something we don't? Interesting theory. Too bad there's no way to test it. This video is a great find. Wish it didn't cut off at the good part. Did you see the figure on the floor? Yes, you saw it too? I mean, we watched the same video. What is it? Is there even an explanation? Camera defect? You mean like the camera was recording over itself? I doubt it. Look, everything lines up. No weird overlays. That shadow was with him. I can't watch this anymore. It's starting to creep me out. Could be edited. I don't think that's the case. It's sped up and stitched for brevity, but it hasn't been altered beyond that. What kind of company is this? Do you think this is the behavior Paul noticed? Poor Jeff. How come he didn't make the news? What kind of company is this? The best kind that we definitely need more of these days, a social media company. Oh, Miratech. So much for looking out for the working class. Luckily, I'm here to help. Paul is a tech bro? Right? I can't imagine him in a place like this. Maybe a job's a job and that's it? That's besides the point. The receptionist has been on her cell the whole time and she keeps giving me the hand. I need you to do me a favor. You want me to call and ask? Sure, something like that. I'm forwarding the number for the front desk. Call it and get her to step away. Make something up that she can't ignore, like an emergency or something. The more assumed, the better. She won't answer our questions, so I'll need to find them for us. I've always wanted to do something like this. Cute. I won't stand in your way then. Think of it like a prank call. Nice and quick. Call now, Rook. I'll be on standby when she leaves. Break a leg. Alright, let's give her a call. Oh.
Mira Technologies, your guide to the future. You've reached the front desk. This is Morgan speaking. How can I help you?
Where are you? Get to the meeting room now. I'm a reporter for the Citizen. Some information. This is the sheriff's department. Could you come in for questioning?
What? There's nothing on the schedule about any of the rooms being booked at this hour. Why are you calling this number anyway? You're on the wrong line.
Don't do this to me. I sent a memo yesterday. Just get here and do your job. You can leave your desk for a few minutes. It's last minute. Help.
Ugh, they do this every time. Doesn't anyone know to follow procedure? Could you handle this yourself? I can't leave the front desk unattended. Thomas wants the place on lockdown after Jeff.
Okay, Thomas is like, where he works with me. No, I need your backup, Morgan. Please. I'm new here. I don't know what to do. Let's switch places. I'll man the front desk. You prep the meeting.
So you get to sit around while I do all the work. Yeah, sounds like a fair trade. Fine, I'm on my way. But just for a minute. Don't think you'll wiggle your way out of this too. Follow my lead and help me.
I'm grateful. Let's not lose our jobs today. Thanks, Morgan. I owe you.
It's fine. I know how they can be. Sorry that I was rude to you. Hang tight. I'm on my way now.
Not sure what you said to Morgan, but she got out of there fast. Not too shabby, Rook. Gave me plenty of time to play Nancy Drew and meddle with Miratech. Surprisingly easy. Shocked you couldn't do it. Did you find out where Thomas is? I don't know. I have a bad feeling in my gut. Did you find out where Thomas is? It's a bit more complicated than I thought. Trust tech companies to keep an iron grip on their secrets, but keep a loose lid on yours. No word from where Thomas is, but we can find him if we follow his tracks. I've got a schedule, a voice recording, and a sticky note. Which one do you want to see first? See the schedule. Coffee with Paul. Lunch. HR incident. Okay. Safe to say the most shocking thing I learned is that Thomas gets his own coffee. What's that meeting with HR earlier in the week? Thomas only had 2 things on his agenda this morning. Could he still be at the coffee shop? Sorry, what day is it today? He only had 2 things on his agenda this morning. Maybe Tuesday? Could he still be at the coffee shop? No, it's like 2 p.m., bro. Possible. Coffee shops can make for good places to hunker down. But Thomas doesn't strike me as someone who'd conduct business this public. It's a little too everyman for him. Thomas is a creature of habit, never fails to start the day with coffee. I wonder if there's a clue in Paul's phone to know which cafe he went. Stonecreek's a small place. There's not many cafes around. They're better than the chain joints you go to for our orders, that's for sure. Oops, no offense, Rook. Fingers crossed Paul kept Thomas company in the weeks prior to this. Looks like he was a frequent tag-along. Give me the voice recording.
Morgan, change of plans. Just got my morning coffee and I feel like working at my favorite spot today. So let's move my meeting there too. Could you reach out and send an invite to... Get that under control! What? Think you're the only one trying to have a nice stroll through the park? Son of a... Only reason you have green fields is because of us. Morgan, just Inform the client about the new location and get here with a clean shirt in 15 minutes, would you?
Someone had a rough time. Someone had a rough morning. The fresh air did not do him good. Thomas does not sound like a nice person. Did Morgan make any notes of where she went? Is he walking anywhere? Did Morgan make any notes of where she went? Nope, she probably knows that his favorite spot, what his favorite spot by heart is. It's her job. If she only left her phone behind so I could have swiped it too. I mean, I wouldn't stoop to property theft. I mean, oh, anyway. Greenfields. That should be Greenfields Park. So he went there after his morning coffee. But where did he go after that? Anything good on that sticky note? Jabberdeal. Burke from acquisition. Meeting confirmed this week, 3 p.m. till late. Location changed. Thomas to collect him where Paul did. Where? Thomas to collect him where Paul did. Where? What? So Thomas picked up a client for an important meeting later in the day. From the looks of it, Paul did something similar before. Another person? Finding Thomas is tough enough. Do you know anything about this Burke? Deal with Jabber. Sounds important. Know anything about this Burke? Vaguely. He's not a local, but I heard he has some personal investments in Stonecreek. He's lowballed a couple of townies, flipped their properties for cheap, and then sold it for a hefty price. A great guy overall. See if you can find anything about Paul picking up the same client and where. This should paint us a better picture of Thomas's trail. That's everything on Thomas. You have a plan? I'm guessing we can use Atlas somehow. We have 3 locations to pinpoint. Thomas. Atlas has this linking feature to plan routes. Okay. If you retrace some of the steps one day, you'll find his favorite spot. So the places he's been will lead us to where he is now. Yep, that's the working theory. If that fails, report him missing on Stonecreek Citizen website and risk our jobs. You'll need to find proof of sorts to attach to each location. We have the voice note when Thomas was in Greenfield, so that's 1 down. Keep an eye out for something that ties him to the coffee shop in Burke's location. Then connect them according to his exact movements. The schedule I sent should help you with that. Time to go hunting. Let's find our CEO. While you're off to find dear old Thomas, I'm going to hang around Mira for a while. That video wasn't right. Maybe there's more I can find out about it, or if there was anything, or if there were any similar cases. What else is there to do here but dig? Good luck. All right. So let me do this, and I should be able to do this. Alright, so I need to find Burke's location. Oh, this? Maybe the pickup point, right? So maybe it's... Wait, whoops. So maybe... Whoops. To be collected. Yes. And then this. Right? Ah, okay. So now... I should be able to do this. It should be like this. We go to the grind to here to here. Right? Oh, but then we have to go to his favorite spot. Oh, okay. The Echo Lounge. Oh, this is his favorite spot, I guess. Damn, they got nice art here. Wait, this deleted user? This guy, he's the graffiti artist, right? He's like posting everything and then but he deleted his account. What I got here? Atlas shut down. Are you hearing my message? Please, you have to listen. There's something very wrong with Atlas. I can't explain more than I have. If you ever have faith in me, trust me when I say it needs to be shut down. The only way to save everyone. Thomas. Huh. Oh, so now I have Thomas's information, huh? I do. I love how they just use like stock photos. Paradox Hour. Human remains found in the woods. Griff Wilson, Mary Wilson. Who is Griff? Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this yet. So let me come back to this whenever I may have some more information. Damn, that was good. All right, Thomas, what you saying to me? Burke wants to meet again today, the Echo Lounge. Where are you? Where's the prototype? I had them scrounge through your work files and nothing turned up. I've been trying to reach you. This was like a week ago. After days of no contact, that's all you have to say? I don't know what the hell you think you're doing, Paul, but you better start talking now. This isn't Paul. Is that any way to speak to your employee? Sorry, I've been busy. Am I supposed to pretend that I'm Paul? Probably, right? Sorry, I've been busy. What could be more important than the work you're doing here? Talk to me, Paul. Don't go disappearing like Jeff. Mira's been cornered. It's all hands on deck and I need you around, damn it. Let's get the team together and fix this. How about we arrange where you can come clean? Let's get the team together and fix this. Team? Uh-oh. But you never worked with one. Who is this? What did you do with Paul? Paul's missing. Care to comment on that? What are you investigating? Him or my company? If this pertains to Jeff, Mira is clean. Beg to differ. How did you get this? Was it Paul? He was raving about Jeff, and then we had that fallout. Never expected him to go behind my back like this. Mira can't take any bad press right now. I'll answer your questions if you agree to keep this private, understood? Tell me more about the video. Jeff was in charge of a big project, had a lot on his shoulders, more when Paul started to lose focus. He requested overtime. I said no. I'd negotiate the project timeline instead. Contrary to belief, I'm not that cruel. Clearly, that he breached that. When I found out, we came to an arrangement and shifted his hours. What was he working on? An algorithm to increase the content shares on our platform. Numbers were great, so I asked if there was more that could be done. He worked magic. The results were instantaneous. Look, I fully cooperated with the police on Jeff's disappearance, and what more do you want? You and Paul had a fallout? We had disagreements before, all business. Before his emergency, he warned me to shut down the social media plugin on Atlas for safety. Cited some security breach. Of course, I refused. Paul panicked. He even threatened me. That was the last time we spoke. Why does he want it shut down? I don't know. He didn't explain, though I'm sure he knew the answer. He said there was something spreading, like a virus. To be safe, we did a full security sweep and everything came back green. Look, I built this company from nothing. Paul's one of our greatest assets and I grant him a lot of leeway. But this, I need more than good faith. Miratech is my life's work. What is that shadow in the video? That's one thing I don't have an answer for. The night crew never saw anyone in the office but Jeff. Whoever it is, they knew our blind spots. If you're the gullible sort, like most people in this town, they'll try to tell you it's a ghost. I hope you're smarter than that. I can make headlines with this video. Is there anything? Is there a connection between Paul and Jeff? What if Mira isn't good for Stonecreek? Great, another one. Next thing you tell me, Mira is cursed. The misfortune is deserved because we turned our backs. Just because the townsfolk made their history palpable and cute doesn't lessen the blow of the truth. This town has suffered at the hands of everyone. Couldn't you come to a compromise with them? What have the townspeople done to their town? What is your agenda, Thomas? I want to help Stonecreek succeed. It has the potential to be a great home for a lot of people. You can't do that with a gimmick. Sure, it's good for tourists and enthusiasts, but this town needs people that want to stay where they can see their entire lives laid out. The council, Mira, it's always been our plan. I see your point. You seem to be passionate about this. Sounds like you're deflecting. You seem to be passionate about this. Care about this town too, but I'm splitting hairs. But if I'm splitting hairs, Miratech is my #1 priority. I will not let it go down. Believe it or not, it's a critical pillar of this town's development. Bro, I just feel like this is a irrelevant conversation I'm having. What will you do to save it? You're stubborn as they come. That shadow in the video, apparently this isn't the first time it's spotted. It's not natural. I found someone who can identify exactly what it is. Finally, something useful. So you're looking for this ghost, right? There's this mystic in town. They call themselves the Mistress of the Night, but they only commune with others in their circle. Nonsense woo-woo magic Stonecreek stuff. How convenient an uncontactable contact. I'm getting there. My team found this video when I asked them to scrub Paul's work machine. It's a means of contacting your mystic. From the chatter on our servers, they'll have your answers. What else did you find on Paul's computer? Nothing I would trust you with. Before you go guilt-tripping me, it doesn't involve Paul. Want to know what tomorrow holds? A vague video asking curious minds to see the mysteries at night. Okay. Want to know what tomorrow holds? Seeking clarity on your well-being? Looking into the stars for answers? I can help you find what was there all along. Seek me out. Mistress of the Night. Okay. I did my part. Just take this and do whatever you want. Now I have to get back to some real work. If you find Paul, tell him I'm sorry and I should have stopped him from leaving. Am I supposed to... Holy, what is all... Morgan. You lied to me. You called from Paul's phone, didn't you? Well, shame on me. I should have recognized the caller ID. Guess what I found when I got back? My desk completely rummaged. The security team is blaming me for being negligent. Mira is threatening to blacklist me and contact my future employer about this. I'm going to lose everything because of you. You could have told me the truth. I would have helped. Maybe you don't care as long as you get what you want, asshole. You'll get what's coming to you, and I hope it hurts. What can I do to make this right? Message cannot be sent. Number has blocked you. Huh. Is there multiple endings? Could I have, like, not done that? Rook, you there? Please don't go falling for Thomas's Pizza Fridays and ping pong table cell. Ruby, what did you do at Mira? Whoa, what's got you so worked up? I did nothing more than we agreed. The only thing I touched was her computer. That's no issue since her login credentials were intact. Wasn't much of a covert operation. A tablet baby could pull it off. Satisfied with the report? She said we ruined her life. I've gotten worse. I don't No, it doesn't feel good to hear, Rook. I know it doesn't feel good to hear, Rook. It might not be as serious as she makes it out to be. Don't let this one inconvenience stop you. The story takes precedent over everything. I made that clear from the start. Inconvenience? Paul's wrong to trust you. You were clear in your aspirations, not the people you deceive. If this is who you are, I can see why you're stuck here. That's not true. It's not. You forget it. You made your point. No promises, but I'll at least confirm what happened to Morgan. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, okay? Now let's go. Let's get on with Thomas. How did the talk go? Thomas is dedicated to Mira, I'll give him that. In other words, he has something to lose and he'll do everything to protect it. Yeah, that's expected. Took you a bit to get back to me. How cooperative was he? What did he find out? Paul wanted Thomas to shut Atlas down. How brave of him. Suppose we know how that went, seeing as we've been using the app. Why did Paul want it removed? There was a virus or breach of some sort. Unlike Miratech's ground operations, Atlas is secure. It would take someone with skill to execute a hack against the app. Someone like Paul or Jeff? Huh, now that's a theory. Jeff's fate might be tied to his work. So they're complicit. Shocker. What were they hiding? What was Jeff doing for them? Jeff's work involved promoting content on Atlas. In other words, Mira is controlling what people see when they log on. That scheming weasel, him and the council, they want to control the public perception, suppress the negative reactions, and rewrite this town, literally. This is why they kept everything related to Jeff a secret. Okay, we've got more on Jeff, Paul, and Atlas. What about the Shadow? Thomas claims he doesn't know, but he sent me this. This is a sad attempt at publicity if I ever saw one. Can we believe Thomas's lead on this? It's what we have for now. Fine. If you took a chance on Paul with me, I'll do the same with this thing. Huh. Heard about people messing around with images and location descriptions on Atlas to meet a seer. Could be connected. I still need more time at Mira, so I'll let you do your thing in the meantime. Find this mistress. You've been at Mira the whole time? See if Paul mentions this on the map. Don't forget to check about Morgan. I will, as soon as I get off. That much I can promise. Text you later, Rook. Okay. So starry-eyed. Alright, so now I have all this unlocked, so I should be able to... Yes, go to the website. The mistress is away. Her domain is the night. So I need to... At these beacons, snuff out the light. Oh, at these beacons, snuff out the light. So these are the three that I need to click on the... So let me go here. Reveal. You are wise to abide. The mistress is here. Okay. Karen. What we got here? So I was in a library. And what's this all about? Okay. What is that noise? I thought that was in real life. What? Okay. Let me... Wait, let me go back. Actually, first, before I read that, I've got an audio file.
Rook, I got a tip from the sheriff's department about Morgan. They're going through with the arrest. She's in a tight spot. Look, it was a bad call and We're almost at the end of it, okay? You don't have to do this any longer.
What the? She got arrested? Alright. Through the dark you found me, Starlight. As fate would have it, there are others I need to tend to at the moment. But rest assured, our connection is strong. I'll find my way back to you once matters have settled. Have patience. Ah, how wonderful. The cards predicted I would have an inquisitive visitor today. Greetings and salutations, child. What need do you have for my abilities and I? You were expecting me? Positively, this morning my deck revealed a visit from a willing person in a difficult position needing reflection. Does that resonate? No matter. However you choose to see me, I am Karen. Whether you seek answers from the stars or resolve from your fate, I will soothe you on your journey. What? What is it you believe in? The world powered by energies beyond us. Our lives are dying stars in the backdrop of the universe. But even stars have their moment. I simply direct their light to where it needs to be, to burn for a purpose, to shine for themselves. So please, state your purpose, child. I need your advice on this. My word, I've heard murmurs of this shadow. Until now, I've not witnessed it with such clarity. Could you be Ruby? I have an acquaintance, Paul. He told me that the next person to submit proof of its existence would be sent by him. Has the shadow appeared somewhere else? How do you know Paul? I'm not Ruby, but I work with her. How curious. Despite her absence, I feel an energy about you, an aggressive compulsion towards an end. Whether it resides in you, Ruby, or something else entirely, I cannot untangle. You're absolutely sure this footage is unaltered. What became of this man? Can't be kind. He vanished. Something took him. Then I believe claim would be the accurate word. The moment he gazed upon that symbol, there he was conscripted. This man didn't vanish. He was consumed, killed. What's happening with him in the video? An unwilling transformation. He was made into a host for that parasite, like an insect under the grasp of a wasp. It needs him. In this state, he is a thrall, replicating and inflicting his disease. You know this shadow? Yes, a person was ruined. From their frayed remnants crawled this trespasser. This being is a manifestation of fault, pain, and patient rage. A simulacrum to serve as a vessel to teach us penance. Amy, this is not your memory. This is too much. How do you know this? Amy, did she start this? No, it was the town who cast the first stone. Amy was its victim. She was an artist whose interpretation of our legends invoked a kinship to many. It was quite popular then. Even the council sought to work with her, but she was just a pawn for their agenda. Her work under them made a mockery of the town. Many felt betrayed. There was a lot of pushback. In the end, she was the one who lost. No one's heard from her since. All this because of some art? You must understand, the town is the conflict. Amy's work was deeply personal and intertwined with Stonecreek like a drop of rain. The council's active control is a rumble in the ocean. The rain isn't enough. They want a tsunami to marvel at. You know, the town has had a reputation for being cursed. That was never true until Amy. She willed it. Excerpt on the practice of witchcraft in Stonecreek. Record of a book on witchcraft. Okay, summoning ritual. Oh, so she summoned... Am I supposed to... No. But maybe these letters are like an anagram for something. I'll remember that for later. Got a new video. Oh, he's drying the ice too much. So he got taken. He's dead. He got claimed. Aye. Oh, he's like in pain. He's like... Yeah, he got yoinked for sure. I don't think there was any more. No, nothing I need to unlock. So I just need to find this now.
Rook, I have more info on Morgan. Rumor has it that Myra Tech has become a target of corporate espionage, and they're pinning it on her.
Oh.
When the story comes up, this will all clear up. I'm pretty sure they'll all read it, and... The story won't fix this. What I'm trying to say is... You were right. We're almost at the end of it, okay? You don't have to put up with me any longer.
Perhaps this is deserved, destined. You cannot persuade karmic will. Tell me how to stop this. It's hard to find hope. The town has already lost a soul. Next, it will lose its people. Reaction upon reaction. To defeat this, you need an in. Amy is the key to this. How do we find more on Amy? Paul mentioned something about her in her police file being transported somewhere, undoubtedly someplace only he knows. Unless Paul pops up again, or if you search his house, I'm afraid your journey ends here for the time being. You've been a great help. As were you, child. Bless your heart. I'm now more attuned to the fate of this town. Preparations need to be made. I won't keep you any longer. Stars and spirits guide you. Ruby, you're not going to believe this. Someone's excited. You won't believe where I am either, but I'll wait. Sounds like you're about to burst. Tell me, the stars and spirits or whatever tell you anything good? Sorry to explain, but Jeff's dead. There's a new lead, Amy, an artist who worked with the council. Sounds familiar. That partnership caused a lot of controversy. It blindsided everyone because of how pro Stonecreek she was. After, well, you don't work with the council unless you were getting something in return. But that's old news. How is this relevant? Amy is missing too. She is? There weren't any reports mentioning her. I figured she was laying low after the news of the council work backfired. It's been... if she's been missing since last year... Rook, Amy could be one of the first person missing. The timeline tracks. Karen said Paul had files on Amy at home. Uh-oh, that could only mean one thing. Paul's got his conspiracy board up. It'd be worth looking at what he's collected on her. Don't worry, Rook. Paul's house shouldn't be a problem. Okay, yeah, this is solid. It's hard to explain, but Jeff's dead. Shit, Paul's video was the last time he was seen alive. That thing that pulled Jeff, it had him in the office. Why wait? Why him? Karen said it was using Jeff to inflict his disease. Disease? You mean obsession with the symbol? By that logic, Jeff was, what, exposing others to it? Until he was taken and left another one behind? God, is that how it spreads? Each case connects to a symbol. The figure in the video isn't human. Trying to keep an open mind, but my imagination has its limits. Some kind of monsters to blame for all the missing people? Are you sure she isn't using this as a weird metaphor like Paul does in his writing? Karen called it a simulacra. So it has a name. Did Karen tell you how we can defeat it? No, just the gory details on its spookiness. Stonecreek is ruled on superstition. Tragedy strikes, people point to the beldam's curse, they accept it, move on, everything stays the same. Look where it's gotten us. There's no justice in that, no real action or resolution. I'm sick of it. Sorry, Rook, if there's a monster, Stonecreek made it up. I think Karen was telling the truth. I don't know her sincerity, but her beliefs blur the message, that's all. I expected to hear some weird stuff, but infected symbols, monsters? If it's supernatural, I'll send Karen a lengthy apology. Let's keep this in the peripheral until we get more evidence. All roads lead to Amy. Can you guess where I am now? Are you with Paul? No. No, but it's the closest thing to him. I'm at Paul's house. It's out there, alright. Ah, we found his home, okay. Found it when I was snooping through the secretary's desk. Let's just say she conveniently left it open on her computer under another folder in her work email. What's the inside like? I wish I could tell you I haven't gotten that far. From the outside, it's super boring. The place is locked up pretty tight. I can't find a way in. Normally, I just make a new entryway, but I don't want to cause unnecessary suspicion. I'd like to take my time once we're in. This is where I come in, I assume? From out here, I can see Paul's house is operated by Vanguard Homes. It's this new smart home system. If I remember correctly, Vanguard has an app that lets you control things remotely from your phone. Catch my drift? Loud and clear. I'll look around. You never fail me, Rook. I sent you his address earlier, so Atlas could sync it, and perhaps that'll open up something new. I'll stay here on standby, trying not to look suspicious and look like I live in a triangle-shaped house. Alrighty. What else do I got here?
I've been studying the story of the beldam for many years, and I never thought I'd ever need to look into how to stop her. In light of recent events, I've been diving deeper into her origins, hoping to find some sort of weakness. I've been scouring Atlas's social media for any leads, and something caught my attention. There are small mentions here and there about what is known to be the true beldam. What is the true beldam? Is the current narrative about her wrong? I need to find out. I don't have time to trace every single source. I need to pick carefully.
That's what happens with myths and urban legends. They get all jumbled up. To Paul, thank you for your continued support of Vanguard Homes. Let me just download this. As we edge towards the official release of our app, we're excited to announce our finally updated before launch. Please click on the link below to download the latest build. As a security precaution, we've reactivated the logs registered to this account. We ask that you use the app to set your preferences. System error. Camera view only. I'm in the living room. Kitchen. Bathroom? Why he got one in the bathroom? Oh, we don't have one in the bathroom. Storage. Oh. Oh, second floor. Balcony. Lounge. I think he was working in here once, right? Yeah. Attic. This is where he was last seen. Third floor. Study. Oh, and this is where he's taking his videos from. Okay. What do I have now? Does he see the shadow? Alright, we're gonna end it there. But I'm very interested to see how this one finishes. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.